The year is 481 AD. Gaul, once the jewel of the Roman Empire, is now a fractured mosaic of warring tribes and dying Roman remnants. The great roads are overgrown, the villas are in ruins, and the law of the sword is the only law that remains. In the north, a small, fierce Germanic tribe known as the Salian Franks is about to change everything. They are led by a 15-year-old boy. His name is Clovis. He is not just a warrior, he is a predator. While other kings are content with their small borders, Clovis dreams of an empire. But to build it, he must first bathe his path in the blood of his rivals. The Franks were famous for one thing above all else: the Francisca, a heavy throwing axe that could shatter a Roman shield or a human skull in a single strike. Clovis used this brutality to consolidate his power. One by one, he eliminated the other Frankish chieftains, many of whom were his own relatives. He was ruthless. History tells us he would often weep for the family members he killed, not out of regret, but to trick others into thinking he was merciful. By the time he was 20, Clovis had crushed the last Roman governor in Gaul at the Battle of Soissons. He was no longer just a tribal leader, he was a king. But a king without a soul is just a warlord. To truly rule Gaul, he needed something more powerful than the axe. He needed God. The turning point came in 496 AD at the Battle of Tolbiac. Clovis and his Frankish army were being slaughtered by the Alemanni. His men were retreating. The Francisca was failing him. In a moment of desperation, Clovis looked to the sky. His wife, Clotilde, had been preaching to him about her God, the Christian God, for years. Clovis made a vow. "If you give me victory over these enemies, I will believe in you and be baptized in your name." The tide turned. The Alemanni king was killed and his army surrendered. Clovis had his victory, and now he had to pay his debt. On Christmas Day, 496 AD, in the Cathedral of Reims, Clovis stood before Bishop Remigius. As he stepped into the baptismal water, he wasn't just washing away his sins, he was washing away the old world. This was the moment the Middle Ages truly began. By converting to Catholicism, rather than the Arianism of other barbarian kings, Clovis gained the undying support of the Gallo-Roman population and the Church. The sword of the Frank was now the sword of the Church. He unified the tribes, expanded his borders to the Pyrenees, and established the Merovingian dynasty. He laid the foundation for what we now call France. Clovis died in 511 AD, but his legacy was set in stone. He turned a group of scattered tribes into a kingdom that would dominate Europe for centuries. But the peace would not last. His kingdom was divided among his 4 sons, sparking generations of civil war and betrayal. The grim part of the chronicle is just beginning. In our next episode, we go south. While the Franks were rising in the north, a ghost of the Roman Empire was stirring in the east. Justinian is coming. Subscribe to the Grim Chronicle.